The process as it works is that we have the best animals killed at the abattoir for us. After it's actually killed and graded, it is sent down to us, and then we'll mature in a dry age fridge for a minimum of 21 up to 28 days. 21 to 28 days should be further enough for anything. 35 is probably the optimum that you want. We have got some beef in there a little bit further that some customers do require, but in personal experience, 28 should be sufficient. Roughly got about 300 farmers all over the country that are actually growing animals for us. Not for yield, but for eating purpose only. We don't use dairy herds at all. We have beef from all over the UK. We actually source meat to suit our customer. As long as it's in the 10% of the very best, that's what we aim for every time. It's very difficult actually to get animals grown like this, because obviously most animals, they try and grow them to put as much meat on as possible, but that does not make for good eating qualities. It's took us nearly 20 years to build up a network of farmers to agree to what we're trying to do and grow animals basically just for eating purpose and not for yield. Once it's been graded, what we ask for our animals is not to be rapid chilled. If it's left to cool naturally, it does not tighten itself up so much, and it's just left naturally, it will eat 10 times better. Once we get it here, we'll break it down again into what we call rump and loins, or ribs of beef, or roastings, several different formats, but it's all kept on the bone. We've got a dry aging room, which we've got ice crystals in the ceiling, which actually takes the water and the moisture out of the air. The worst thing for meat is actually water. You cannot keep meat with water on it. The bacteria on it sends it very rotten in a few weeks. It will not keep, and it'll go very tacky. So dry aging, actually the oxygen is actually breaking down the fibres in the meat, and that's what actually makes it more mature, and it gives it that extra flavour when you cook it. And also we've got a BACS machine that's in there that takes all the bacteria out of the air in that fridge as well. We'll be the biggest dry agers in the country. A lot of people say they actually dry age, and they actually don't. Again, they're using wet age and saying they're dry aging it. They call it maturing, but actually it's what we call cheating. They actually kill the animal, and within 24 hours of the animal being killed, they will bone it out and put it into a vacuum packed bag, which is actually wet aging. When you actually cook a steak that's actually been dry aged, the fat on the outside will go nice and crispy, and it'll have a lovely flavour on it. If you use a wet aged one, which is the vacuum packed, it will go rubbery. The actual fat cannot crisp up because it's had no oxygen to actually break it down. So it just stops rubbery in your mouth instead of going nice and tasty and crispy.